And when we refresh it, as you can see, all of those paragraphs have those same attributes that we defined in the style tag, in the style element. So that's the nice thing about CSS. If we only made one style attribute, oops, my thing's dimming. I have to just disable this. Okay, there we go. If we only had one style attribute here, for example, we wanted the color to be green instead of blue, it would only affect that one paragraph. As you can see, it only affects this one, it doesn't affect that one, which is nice. So we can set a standard that we want, like one element, all those elements to be a certain way, and then we can make specific requests for different, more specific elements like that. Another cool way we can give specific instructions to different elements is with IDs and classes. Okay, so what an ID is it's basically like it's like an identifier that you give to an element to say that specific element is going to have some specific styling. Okay, and usually it's only one element in your whole page. So for example, we can create lots of paragraphs, right? But we want one special paragraph. We want one special paragraph, and we want that special paragraph, we want his background to be black, completely black. So for example, we just arbitrarily picked this paragraph to be the special paragraph. So we can create a new ID by creating an attribute called ID, and we can name this special underscore paragraph. The ID names can't have spaces, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to copy that name, remember it. Then I'm going to go back to my CSS, my style element here. I'm going to put the pound sign in and then say special paragraph after that. Then I'm going to create some more curly braces. And what this is telling CSS is basically saying, with a pound sign, we're saying we're not looking for an element name like one of these. We're looking for an ID. So it's going to scour the whole page and find an element with this ID, and it's going to apply that to that element instead of looking for the element name like this. So for example, we wanted the background to be completely black. So we go to background color, and I'm just going to say completely black. Okay. We go here, refresh the page. As you can see, our special paragraph is completely black. Well, there's only one. So that's how you affect only one specific element within a style sheet. Okay, and then there's another thing called classes. So the difference between a class and an ID, they're almost exactly the same, is that a class can edit multiple elements at once. So for example, we can have like one elite paragraph that can there's only one of it, and then we can have lesser elite paragraphs. They're still elite, but there's more of them, right? So the way we do this is we use a class attribute, and then we give it a name. So we can say less special or something like that. Okay, and then we can give this to multiple paragraphs, so like that. So these paragraphs surrounding the special paragraph will be the less special paragraphs. Okay, and then the way we define a class in CSS is using the dot. Instead of the pound sign, we use the dot. We say, oops, less special. Okay, and there we go. And then let's say this less special paragraphs, let's make their background colors red or something. I don't know. Okay, like that. Oops, I had added too many zeros. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's refresh this. Oops, did I save? Let's make sure I did everything correctly. Oh, the paragraphs were already, the background colors were already red. So let's change it to green. So let's do this. Change it to green. Refresh the page, and there we go. So now these two paragraphs, which have the class less special, have a green background, while this paragraph with an ID of special paragraph has a black background. And the cool thing about this is you can have a combination of class and IDs at the same time. So for example, this class, we can make him have an ID. We can make another ID called special paragraph 2. Okay, and we can have this guy who's also has a class of less special also have an ID of special paragraph 2. Okay, and we can have special paragraph 2, we can have its font size be bigger. So font size, and then we can make it like 20 pixels. Okay, when we refresh our page, now we see that our font is a little bit bigger. So that's the cool thing about CSS is you can have a combination of things. You can have something affecting the element, then another thing affecting